yeah, it's at least 9 years old, I think. And for this kind of graphics in a game that old, it was almost unheard of. Maybe even if not unheard of. See, now it gets to that point where it's like almost real, like...
And so here we get a little better look at Sin. As I said, you can tell the difference between the side character and the main character in the non-cutscene.
Yeah.
You can look at Yuna's face and Waka's face, Lulu's face. Then you look at anyone else's face.
Sin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract him. Our families
and again, you wouldn't. I don't expect them to go each and every little side character's face and make them look that good either.
Wait! Oh boy!
So yeah, here we get a better look at Sin, and here's the part I was talking about where you can grind for fucking ever on this boss fight. Because he sends a bunch of those little Sin spawn that you fought way earlier in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, see, I don't grind here because the process takes too long, you know, to watch them keep shifting.
Yeah.
And it's like...
when I did it for just an hour.
Sim spawn!
Like, I kept looking at the clock, too. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna force myself to do an hour. Like I said, I got maxed out power spheres and a bunch of defense spheres.
No, I might for a little bit, but that would definitely be a part we'd cut out, so...
Well, you don't have to. Like I said, like we just want to at least inform them, so let's just show them how you do it, and then we'll play normally.
So, Yuna technically can't do anything to them. Nobody needs to get healed, so I'm just going to smack one of these guys so she has her turn. Titus, I just go ahead and kill one of these. Or not kill, obviously. Get Kamari in there.
I believe it's Titus that has an attack buff.
Later, yeah.
No, like right now.
Oh, now, yeah, I think it's Cheers he has right now.
Yeah, Cheers. So what I do is once everyone's had a turn, so like Yuna now can be replaced with Waka.
Yes, you're not teaching me how to play, remember?
No, I'm teaching them.
Oh, okay.
Once everyone's had a turn, you get your 3 melee characters out.
Let's get Waka out first.
So these 3, like Lulu still needs a turn, but these 3 are your melee characters. So then you have Tidus Cheer until all 3 of these guys can one-shot these little flappy buttons.
Yeah, and when their wings start flickering, you want to make sure that's the one you hit. Just because it reduces the amount of potions you gotta use and all that other jazz. Who we on, Titus?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and finish that dude off. Now it's Kamari's turn, so I'm going to bring out Lulu.
Yep. Yeah, you just keep cheering until you have the attack power, and then you just keep one-shotting these little spawn guys. And you'll see why when she kills this one.
I'll go ahead and just fire on it. I was going to start the next process, but they do an intro into that, so...
Yeah. But when you kill all 3...
More come. Yay!
Yeah, and these are infinitely spawned.
How many of these things are there? The fin! Attack the fin!
You know, see here they're talking about fighting at a distance. And Waka and Lulu are the only 2 that can fight distance.
Yep.
I believe. And so, and between each set or 2, Sin shifts so that his fin is coming out of the water in a different spot.
And this doesn't affect the battle, but what it does affect is how you move the targeter. So here, me and my mom both, when we first played this game, kept hitting our own guys because we were moving.
Who am I on? I'm on Titus. Oh, he doesn't have Cheers yet because I haven't gone through the grid. I didn't advance on the grid yet.
Damn. Okay, so if you want to grind here, it's easier if you get Cheer on Titus, but you don't need it. It just makes it so you can one-shot these guys, which makes it take a long time.
And I'm not the kind to grind here, even though the only thing I do is I'll postpone it a little bit by only having Lulu attack the fin.
Oh, well what I do is I have Lulu and Waka attack the fin, and then
But
I
it
can't
requires more
remember.
healing because then the mobs get to attack more.
Oh yeah, and then have Yuna out casting Cure, because what I do is I kill 2 of these spawn, and then I leave the 3rd one alive. So that way he's the only one attacking, and then if he does his spine thing, I just have Yuna
And
heal.
of course, because Sin is water, we use thunder. And see, I did
Yeah.
it this time. I pushed my stick up, and it came back on me, and I didn't realize it my first time playing this game, and I was attacking myself. And you actually damage yourself. So what you gotta do is you gotta go to the left or the right, excuse me, to get to the fin. And then you can attack. Don't go up and down, go left and right.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And of course then he ships. And that's why I don't grind here, because it's too long of a process. I'd rather be running up and down with the lure bracer on and
Yeah, but see, now that you have 2 dead, you know, just for the players watching, now that you have the 1, you could just leave him alive. And have Yuna heal, Waka, and Lulu hit the fin.
Oops. Who am I on now? God, Lulu. Okay, now it's up because he's on that side.
Yeah,
Jeez.
and that's what they keep switching on you, so you end up hitting himself. And I
At
find that
least
a
I
really
do.
weird thing to have in that tutorial, because I don't think there's any spots later where it switches the camera angle throughout the battle.
Maybe with the sim battle later?
Maybe.
I don't remember.
It's a sin thing. But yeah, if you want to do like a little bit of grinding too, you can do this, where Lulu and Waka focus on the fin, and Tidus just takes these guys out. Because then you at least get a little more experience, because each one of the spawns you kill drops experience and possibly items.
Well, right, that's why I only have Lulu attack the fin. Because it takes longer to kill the fin, thus more mobs end up getting
yeah,
killed.
that's true.
So it's kind of like a middle ground, instead of having both of them attack the fin, because then the fin would go down faster. So if you absolutely don't want to grind here, have Lulu and Waka hit. If you want to do a medium level, have
Just one.
just Lulu. If you want, don't, yeah. Because you have to kill the fin one way or another.
I think we get the idea, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when I played, and that's the thing, you don't want to grind so much that you lose interest in the game, and I do that a lot, where I'll force myself to grind too much and then I'll lose interest in the game. Because I did this for an hour, got to the next area, and then grinded there for an hour. After I did my local drop, and that was so it was pretty bad. I didn't like it at all. But on here, I think I got to the Thunder Point still, even after that. But that's where I don't think it's that lost interest. It's just that other stuff came up. I can't remember what. But that's the farthest I've gotten. But I've seen like everything else because I was young enough where I watched my mom play it all the way through. Same thing with 12. I watched most of it. I was, but I was in school, so I didn't see the whole.
And that was the big thing too. I think that was really how you learned how to start playing, is you'd watch me play
Yep.
and figure it out and make mistakes. And then
Yeah.
of course, you'd go and you would be making the same mistakes
Yeah.
I did.
And that's the thing that's kept with me this day, is I have that habit where I prefer watching people before I play.
And that's good to a certain extent.
Well, yeah, but
But
it's
you really have no
more
surprise
fun.
effect.
Yeah, it's more fun to go in blind. It's just, it depends on what I'm after. Like, Dark Souls, I'll still go into certain areas blind. I'll still, do my own searching and fighting. So it's still fun for me. But I need to do my research. But if I'm going to play a horror game, I'm going to go in blind. But I'm not going to be going for 100% collectibles. Like, Fear 2 scared the shit out of me because I was playing it at midnight. And then, of course, I played it enough where I just thought it was really awesome because it's an awesome storyline. And Alma's an awesome character. Except for the
Oh,
part
this
where-
is a long battle.
Yeah.
I forgot how long some of the battles get.
yeah, Mr. Blue Hair, since I've already messed that up, but there is more than one person with blue hair, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, and I hope there is. Because otherwise that's going to give it away, but I've already said it, so Mr. Blue Hair is one bitch of a battle, because he uses all 4 elements, so you have to remember which element he used.
Oh, yeah,
there's a certain order where he cycles through them.
Yeah, and the thing is you fight him multiple times, and each time he has a varying power, and it's just like, so you gotta totally adjust, you gotta figure out what you gotta have equipped, and blah blah blah, it's like, oh my god.
And there went our harpoon.
Yep.
And that's just
Yep.
Sin's huge.
Oh, it's tail. Yeah, he's really big. You'll see a better picture of him later on in the game where they actually give you a good perspective of how big he is, and it's just like, wow.
They're doing kind of a horror movie thing where they're just slowly revealing it a bit at a time. You know, what the big bad monster is. So, the part that sucked for me when I first played this game, I didn't do any grinding, nothing. So, here we have this big boss battle that was kicking my butt because I didn't know what I know today. And then this happens. And I think I died my first time. This part's hard. If you're not prepared, I should throw that in there. If you're not prepared, this part's hard.